Christina Sell, and I have a few tips for you on headstand. There's a lot of debate out there in the world about how much weight should go through the top of your head when you're balancing in headstand or when you're teaching students to balance into headstand. Some people think that because the cervical spine is so fragile, and that's true, it is. Some people think because of that we shouldn't bear any weight through the top of the head, and so they teach headstand with a little bit of a light weight. Or they say beginners definitely shouldn't balance any weight through the top of their head. They should learn to do it mostly on their arms. And I don't disagree that they should learn to get their arms really strong and their upper back really open. And if you want some tips for how to do those things, check out the yoga tips on opening up your upper back, because that's got some really good things to go. But I teach people how to work through the top of their head from the very beginning, and before I even put them up into a headstand, I give them a test. The reason why it's so great to actually bear some weight through the top of our head in headstand is that the muscles of the neck actually tone. It starts to regulate our blood flow, and the muscles get in on the game of extending the neck. So to me, as I see it, the problem isn't weight on the top of our head in headstand, it's dead weight on the top of our head. You can try it. Push your hands right here on the top of your head, and then just like you're a turtle go into your shell. Don't hurt yourself, but it feels terrible. We want to be more like a turtle coming out of the shell where you extend through the top of your head. So after I've taught students how to hold a good long down dog, after I've seen that they can hold a half headstand and do the dolphin pose work, when I start thinking it's time to teach people headstand, or if I have raw beginners and a bunch of experienced headstanders in the room, this is what I give the new people. It's a real test. I have them come to all fours, and they put the top of their head on the wall. Then they have to tone their belly and push into the wall with their head. Then, look, Mom, no hands. Someone who's not pushing through the top of their head won't be able to get their hands off the floor, and that's a really great test. And this gives the kinesthetic recall for the student to know they're ready, for the teacher to be able to assess their readiness, and to start to get from the very beginning a good habit in place of how to extend and root through the top of your head in your headstand. The problem with not doing that from the beginning is you get a kind of bad habit in place for you or for your student, and then when the tripod headstand comes along where there's less support in your arms, you're not going to be ready for that, your student's neck won't be conditioned, and the action won't be trained all the way from the beginning. One more time, try it.